What if I told you, by 2035, the world will not be controlled by America alone? China is rising, India is growing silently, and a new Cold War is already happening. This is not about war. This is about power, money, technology, and control over the future. So the real question is, who will dominate the world by 2035? To answer this question, let's see what is happening in background. Point 1. Right now, the most powerful country in the world is the United States. Why? Because it controls the global reserve currency, the dollar, the strongest military, the biggest tech companies, military bases in over 70 countries. The US economy is worth over $25 trillion. Companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Nvidia dominate global technology. But America has problems: massive national debt, political divisions, manufacturing shifted to China, and now it has serious competition. Point 2. The biggest challenger to the US is China. In just 40 years, China went from poverty to becoming the second largest economy in the world. How? The world's factory, massive infrastructure, Belt and Road Initiative, technological expansion. China is building ports, railways, and roads across Asia, Africa, and Europe. It wants to reduce dependence on the US dollar. It wants technological independence. But China also faces major issues: aging population, real estate prices, trade restrictions from the US, and most importantly, global trust issues. Point 3. Now comes the dark horse: India. India is currently the fastest growing major economy. Why is India important? Young population, rapid digital growth, strong service sector, strategic global position. India has a growing tech ecosystem, expanding defense power, increasing global partnerships. Unlike China, India has strong relations with both the US and Russia. But challenges remain: infrastructure gaps, unemployment, policy execution speed. The question is not whether India will grow. The question is how fast. Point 4. The next world war won't be fought with bullets. It will be fought with AI, semiconductors, quantum computing, supply chains. The US restricts chip exports to China. China invests billions into domestic chip production. India wants to become a semiconductor hub. Whoever controls advanced technology controls military power, economy, cyber security, global influence, and this race has already started. Point 5. No country rules alone anymore. Power now depends on alliances. China leads BRICS. The US dominates NATO. India is part of the Quad while also participating in BRICS. This balancing strategy makes India unique. The world is slowly dividing into economic and military blocs. This feels like a new Cold War. But instead of just two sides, there are three major players. Point 6. Let's predict. Scenario 1. US maintains dominance. If America maintains tech leadership and strong alliances, it remains number 1. Scenario 2. China becomes number 1. If China overcomes internal issues and breaks dollar dominance, it could lead globally. Scenario 3. Multipolar world, most likely outcome: no single country dominates. Power is shared between US, China, India, a three-pillar global system. Point 7. And here comes my conclusion. The future of geopolitics is not about who wins. It's about who adapts. The world is shifting. The balance of power is changing. And by 2035, the map of global influence will look very different. So tell me in the comments, who do you think will dominate the world?